everybody. This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for another episode of Versus. This is episode 2, y'all. Look, we had EC3 defeating Flip Gordon last week. We got two other contenders. Last week was Pro Wrestling Trivia. This is SummerSlam weekend, so the heat is on. It's hot, ladies and gentlemen. It is summer. It is SummerSlam, so we are going to do some SummerSlam trivia with two former NXT stars. One former NXT Tag Team Champion, the other, he's just an amazing, entertaining guy, and I think he is one of the most underrated color announcers, color commentators in the history of NXT. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I have Bobby Fish and Percy Watson. How are y'all today?
Hey, all good over here, man. What's shaking?
Nice. Bobby's already ready to go.
Put Fish down. See, that's the problem with Fish, man. He's so aggressive, dude.
He's already
a champion, you know.
I got no choice. Look how handsome you are.
Man, he's already got his sparring ready.
Hey, look, it's part of what makes you a champion. I get it, though. I get it.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
both of you were given the rules. And what we're going to do is we have 5 categories: SummerSlam 1980s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. There are 6 questions per decade. And what we're going to do is going to pick 1 to 1,000. The oldest gets to choose first. And the person who gets the closest number gets to either go first or defer. So what happens is the person gets a question, and the person, if they get it right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, the other person has a few seconds to steal, and the steal is worth 2 points. All right. So, Bobby Fish, you are the elder here.
Older than everyone, according to the internet.
Yes, indeed.
The internet, I think, has me dated back to the Civil War.
Really, man.
Yeah,
You know, it's
maybe even before.
You've been around, man. You've seen it all. You've seen Toots Mont. You've seen
pretty good.
Yes, indeed. You've seen Billy Watson. You've seen Toots Mont. You've seen Luthez. You know,
lived through the Depression.
Yes, indeed. Grizzled veteran, like
Resume, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. All right, so 1 to 1,000, Bobby Fish. Who do you have?
Okay. I'm coming out of the gate with 7.
All right, 7. Percy?
248.
It was 963. So Percy gets to choose first. Very random.
Yes, I kind of did that to myself.
That's so close.
Yes, indeed. You get to go first or defer. What is your
I'm
choice?
I defer to halftime.
All right.
There it is. You won the coin flip. All right.
Genuine football player, man. There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. We're going to start off with SummerSlam 1980s. The first question is to Bobby Fish.
Yes, sir.
Who lost the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam 1998?
Ooh, 98. The Intercontinental Championship 1998. What's the time limit on the question?
5 seconds.
Oh, geez. Boy.
2, 1.
Kurt Angle.
All right, for the steal. You only get 3 seconds for the steal. No, I said 1988. 1988. So this is the 80s.
I thought you said 98.
This is the 80s, 1980s.
Can we
I
get
thought you said 98.
replay on this?
1980s. All right.
I'm pretty sure you said 98.
I'm pretty sure too.
Because I was ready for 88.
SummerSlam.
probably wasn't.
And if I got 88 correct, can I give you my answer for what?
Yeah.
Was?
Yeah.
All right.
Honky Tonk Man.
That is correct. Yes,
Yes,
I'll give you that. I'll give it to you. I might have said 88. There's people on the side chat that can make sure I said 88 or 98. This is the 80s decade, though.
Okay,
Yes,
let's get that side chat going.
Yes.
I like to be right.
Indeed. All right. So the next question goes to Percy Watson. This is all 80s. All right.
All right.
What was the only championship defended at the 1989 SummerSlam pay-per-view? They heard 80s. They heard 80s on the side chat, by the way.
Oh, really?
I think it's y'all's age. Although I'm older than Percy.
Well, I got a little bit of head trauma going on too,
Yes,
sir.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Only one defended.
All right. Time's up.
Heavyweight championship.
All right. Nope. For the steal, Bobby.
The only championship defended at the, what was it?
I don't repeat questions on steals.
Oh, okay. But it was at SummerSlam. The only one defended was the Intercontinental.
Time up. Time up. You only get
Time up. Intercontinental didn't work.
You only get 3 seconds on the steal. You were right though, but you were too late. It was.
Come on.
You got a point anyway. You're still in the lead. You're still in the lead.
Whooping your ass, Percy.
All right.
Probably will.
Bobby.
Ugly.
Yes, indeed. Question number 3, 1980s. Who defeated Rick Rude at SummerSlam 1989 to become WWE Intercontinental Champion?
Jake the Snake Roberts.
That is incorrect. Jake Roberts never won the title in the WWE. Percy Watson, 3 seconds. 2.
Randy Savage.
1. Nope. Answer is the Ultimate Warrior. Percy, your question is, this chained wrestler lost to Jake Roberts at the 1988 SummerSlam pay-per-view and Greg Valentine at the 1989 SummerSlam pay-per-view. He lost twice in a row.
I want to say Flair.
No, he was styling profiling.
Got it, Fish?
I think so. You said chained, correct?
3 seconds, yep.
Hercules.
That is correct. Hercules. That is Hercules.
That was my really bad impression of a movie that I
Nutty
can't
Professor.
recall right now.
Nutty Professor.
Yes, the Nutty Professor. There you go.
Yes.
That was it. Yes.
All right, Bobby, this is your question. Okay. What was the main event of SummerSlam 1988?
SummerSlam 88. Was that Hogan Warrior?
Good guess, but that is incorrect. 3 seconds, Percy.
Andre Hogan.
No, that is incorrect. The main event of 88 was the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks. Hogan and Savage versus Andre and DiBiase. Percy, your question is, the main event of SummerSlam 89 consists of Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake compete against Randy Savage and who? Three seconds.
Jake the Snake.
Nope. Fish for the steal. 3 seconds.
Macho Man Randy Savage and
3 seconds. 1.
Rick Martel.
That would have been cool for Martel, actually.
Yeah.
It's Zeus, but you can't give the answer in the side chat, yo. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, come on.
It is Zeus.
I don't like cheating, so
yes, indeed.
I'm an honest heel.
Very nice. Zeus is the correct answer. All right, we are going to the 1990s. So far, it is 2 for Fish, 0 for Watson. All right.
Maybe I'll have some luck here.
Perhaps. Here's the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. This goes to Percy, since you deferred. What type of match did The Undertaker compete against Mankind at SummerSlam 1996? The type of match. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
Last man standing.
3 seconds for the still, Fish.
Was it Hell in a Cell?
No. King of the Ring 96 was Hell in a Cell. SummerSlam 96 was the Boiler Room Brawl. Actually, King of the Ring 98 was Hell in a Cell.
I don't
96
think
was
that one was. I don't think that was a Meltzer 5-star classic.
not so, not much.
Not according to Meltzer. But then again, who really cares what Meltzer calls anything?
Have you ever had a 5-star Meltzer match?
I don't know, and I don't care. If
What?
I had one, it would make little difference in my life.
Yes, it
I'm pretty sure on my deathbed, I'm not going to go, oh, that 5-star.
What's your last words, Bobby Fish? I wish I had
5-star.
So
close.
Right, so close.
So close.
Percy Watson, your question is, what was the main event? Actually, this is for Bobby. Bobby,
Yes.
what was the main event of SummerSlam 1992?
92. Was that Brett and Owen?
That's incorrect. Percy for the steal. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Sean.
Nope. Wembley. Bulldogs and Brett. 1992. That was Wembley.
Oh,
Yes.
Percy, we're embarrassing wrestling fans.
at least you got 2 points. At least you're on the board.
Right, on the
I
board.
don't know.
This
There's
is
a lot of wrestling out there, man.
That's true. That's true. This is for Percy. What championship was on the line between Virgil and Ted DiBiase at the 1991 SummerSlam pay-per-view? What championship?
Ooh,
3 seconds.
Intercontinental.
That's incorrect. Bobby Fish for the steal.
Was it the $1 million title?
That is correct.
Ah.
$1 million championship. Virgil won the $1 million championship. Actually,
He did. Wow.
Yeah, that was his biggest achievement.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Virgil won a title in WWE, and
Yes.
Jake the Snake Roberts did not.
That's correct, but I mean, it was an unrecognized championship.
Yeah, that's a travesty and funny all at the same time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Speaking of that, what's y'all's take on people saying wrestlers don't need championships? What's y'all's take on that? The PG version, of course.
Bob, Fish, you first.
Yeah, I think it obviously depends on the performer. I do think that there are those that need it more than others. At the end of the day, it's the fans who truly decide. But I think in that way, the title is a tool that can be used effectively to sway fans, not even necessarily in a direction of like support or disdain, but just a reaction, period. Because they'll still give their reaction, but it'll garner a reaction. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think, Percy?
I don't see why not. I think that's a very invalid question because this indicates the best tag team in this class. So why would you not? Why would you not want the public to see who the best man, woman, tag team is in this show, this program? That doesn't make sense to me.
I agree, but there's a lot of times people, when legends like, DiBiase, who never had a singles championship in the WWE, he was tag team champion once, I believe. Jake never won a championship in the WWE. Piper, I think, was Intercontinental champion once, for a hiccup. And I think it's one of those things that a lot of people are like, well, they didn't need the championship. And so, I don't agree with that. I mean, I think, yes, you were able to get to the point where you transcended not needing a championship to become over in a Hall of Famer. But who doesn't come into this sport not saying, you know what, I think I'm gonna have a good character for all of my time in the pro wrestling. I don't need a championship.
No one does. Everyone wants to at some point achieve a title.
Yes, I agree.
I guess
Bobby,
it's
what do you
just
think?
apples and oranges.
As a person, I get
Go
that,
ahead,
but as a
Percy.
person who's never had an opportunity, has never had one, you
Yeah,
know,
that makes sense.
it's a different story for you.
Yeah.
I think too, though, that you know, and Percy, you can relate to this. Like, you come from a legitimate sports background, and what pro wrestling has turned into, and it needs to evolve. Everything has to evolve, or it ceases to exist, right? But it's evolved into this thing that so much has been divulged to the public that wasn't supposed to be at its inception, that it's just become something different. And I think as a performer who's been in the industry as long as I have, like, I don't know, man. I don't aspire to like any title at this point. I really don't. I love telling stories. I still love like being a character, not even a character, but being like a level of myself within this thing. But I don't. It's not a metric that I put much stock in.
I think that's from an angle. I think that's from an angle of being champion, though. Like you've been a champion multiple times. Now, if someone's never been champion, to Percy's point, you know, you aspire to at least have one championship. But who comes in the business saying, you know what, I'll be totally fine if I never won a championship. That's, you know what I mean? Like
probably nobody.
Yeah, for sure. And to Bobby's point, though, and to kind of piggyback to what Fish was saying, he's been and understood this business way longer than me. So he's seen the business before he got in it, when he aspired to get in it, while he was in it, and those changes all in between, all the while collecting championships. So he's right, though. The business has changed. And a lot of that information, that insider information, is now out to the public. And the public helps dictate where certain things go to a small extent. Would you agree with that, Fish?
100%. I think at this point, the business almost eats itself a little bit.
Yes.
And because of that, the true way to actually accomplish a work in today's pro wrestling is to make sure that they think they're seeing something they're not supposed to. It's really like the only way to do it. So hence, that's why the dirt sheets are so popular. And that's why a guy like Meltzer or some of these other dirt sheet writers can have a career, because they don't fact check. They don't find out. They don't, you know, their sources. None of that matters. It just put the story out there, and then you get clicks. And then things that have zero reality to them can become the gospel. It's happened.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. It's an unfortunate. I've been a wrestling fan since about '85. And you know, it's an unfortunate evolution that we've seen in many cases. Not from a standpoint of talent as much, although I do think talent catered to fans way too much. But I do think it has evolved to the fact where fans wants to get themselves over. I'm a psychology doctor by day. I'm a therapist, and so I have a PhD in psychology. And so I think about that stuff all the time, and I look at wrestling from a psychological standpoint, and I see, you know, Solomon Ash's, you know, conformity theory, and I see belongingness theory. You know, I see a lot of those things when it comes to pro wrestling fans, you know, from almost 40 years, you know, 4 years ago. So.
Wow.
Indeed.
That's interesting. That's got to be kind of a crazy, you know, having that education and then being a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Got to be a kick in the head sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, man, like, where have we gone? You know?
Yes.
Let's go to good chat, by the way. Let's go to Fish. I believe you stole the $1 million championship one. So this is your – yes, he did. So this is your question.
Point, by the way.
He's up by 4 points, actually.
You should wait a minute, man. I thought he only had 3.
He had 4. You get 2 for the steal. Yep.
There it is, right there. That's right. 4 horsemen. I got the 4.
Yeah, I see it. I see what you're doing.
Bobby Fish, here's your question. Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior defeated the Triangle of Terror at SummerSlam 1991. Who were the members of the Triangle of Terror?
Whew, okay, so we got Earthquake. Would it be Tugboat, eventually, aka Typhoon? And oh man, I don't know, the Iron Sheik.
Here's your steal, Percy.
Or were they the natural disasters? I don't know.
3 seconds.
Go Sheik, Andre.
And 1. Time's up. Triangle Terror was Sergeant Slaughter, General Adnan, and Colonel Mustafa, which was the Iron Sheik. Yes.
Oh, all right. So the one that I didn't think was in there was what I.
He was Colonel Mustafa. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was the Slaughter turncoat, angle, and he became one of the biggest heels in WWE history.
Yes.
Percy, the steel cage match at the 1994 SummerSlam for the WWF Championship featured which 2 competitors?
Which year?
94. 3, 2.
Don't know. I can't even guess.
All right, time's up. Bobby, 3 seconds.
I don't think I heard the whole question.
1. Oh, Brett versus Owen. Brett versus Owen.
Comment.
Oh, gotcha. Brett versus Owen. Steel cage match. That's when they had the rivalry, and then you had Bulldog and Anvil interfere.
An earlier answer.
Yeah, you did. That was 94. All right, Bobby. Who were the competitors? This is the last one for the 90s. Who are the competitors? You can't give the answer in the chat. I will block you. People.
I just was reading something in the chat, so don't.
You can't do that.
Look.
Yes, indeed. Who were the competitors in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match at SummerSlam 1998?
98 in the Intercontinental Championship. Oh boy, I don't know. Edge, we'll say Christian, and were they even wrestling?
Time's up. For the steal, Percy. 30 seconds. 1. Time's up.
Angle and
no, Angle wasn't even there yet. The Rock versus Triple H. One of the best ladder matches in WWE history. Rock and Triple H. All right, we're going to the 2000s. In 2 decades, we got 4 points, ladies and gentlemen. We're going
slaughtered out here.
4 points collectively.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Percy. Let's go to Bobby. Actually, this is your round.
Okay.
All right. So first question for you, Bobby, for the 2000s decade. Who were the participants of the unsanctioned street fight at SummerSlam 2002?
Triple H and Mick Foley.
That is incorrect. For the steal, Percy, 3 seconds.
Don't know.
Oh man, Michaels returned. He had his pants on. I believe he had Philippians 3:16 with the white shirt. Yeah.
And Triple H.
Yep.
Triple H and Michaels.
Yes, indeed.
Dang, man.
Is that when he had the painter haircut? Right? They called him the little boy blue paint.
Yeah. He had that haircut.
Whatever that was.
It was really interesting. It was interesting.
He had like a bob. He
had a bob.
Yes,
indeed. How was it working with Michaels in the WWE?
Is that because that could be to either one of us?
That's an all play.
Who you got? Well, I enjoyed it. I mean, the dude was a wealth of knowledge, obviously. He was super cool. Just way more easier than I would even have imagined to work with.
Yeah, very nice. Bobby Fish, you share the sentiments or not so much?
Very much. I mean, he was, the fact that he, and there's going to be a subtle brag for sure, But the fact that like he's in my cell phone, it doesn't make any sense to his number being in my cell phone doesn't make any sense to like the 15-year-old me.
The younger, it doesn't make sense to the younger you still, yeah.
When I first got into his class of NXT, I'd say I spent the first 2 weeks, I had to remind myself, like, pay attention to what this man is saying, which you would think you would not have to do, but I would just catch myself like 10 minutes into something going, Shawn Michaels. Holy shit, Shawn Michaels not listening to what he's saying because I was just, taken back by like, I'm having a conversation with Shawn Michaels.
Was it the Shawn Michaels type of talk that he kind of kind of like does he talk as he does the same thing?
Yeah, that's Shawn.
Yeah,
that's Shawn.
Pretty spot on, yeah, man.
Yeah, but you kind of learn that that's what it is, and then you kind of navigate. You just kind of like seamlessly navigate your way through it. I don't know. I mean, I always felt very at ease with Shawn. It's amazing being who he is, but I think that he is aware in a way that like he tries to put people at ease because he's aware enough of himself to know that like
very nice.
Separate.
He was really instrumental in really boosting up the Undisputed Era during that time, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, Shawn was. I felt, and still to this day, because I know that Shawn and Hunter were such fans of like the NWA, the Crockett years, what would become WCW, and that was like a huge influence on me too. So I always kind of considered us like Hunter and Shawn's horsemen, which was like unbelievably humbling to think that it was, it was their idea to put the three of us together originally. And then it was their idea to bring Roddy in when I went out with my ACL surgery. And then we were in the first, the reincarnation of the War Games. So, like, for me as a kid growing up, I wore out those VHS tapes of War Games. Yeah. And, the Horsemen were synonymous with that. So, if somebody had told me that way back early in my career that would be in the future, I'd have been like,
very nice. All right. You ready, Percy? You got some time to think, man. All right, here we go.
Well, I mean, if I had the question about 5 minutes ago, maybe that would have helped.
Well, here's the question. Yeah, here you go. You could have Googled while we were talking. Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right, here we go.
This whole thing.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Both of y'all knew it was decades. Y'all could have Googled beforehand. All right, here we go. This non-title match, Percy, main evented the 2005 SummerSlam pay-per-view. Three seconds.
Christian Edge.
That's incorrect. Fish for the steal.
Undertaker versus Mick Foley.
That is incorrect. The answer was Hulk Hogan versus someone we just talked about, Shawn Michaels. All right, I'm going to have to put you back in timeout. Just put someone in timeout. You can't put the answer in the chat. I will put you on timeout. The person did it 3 times. All right, here we go. The next.
You care about your rules?
Yes, exactly. Well, you're not going to care about being on that chat. So I'm put you in timeout. All right, Bobby Fish. Here we go. Name 4 of the 6 participants of the SummerSlam 2003 Elimination Chamber match. 4 of the 6.
Heavy.
4 of the 6, 2003.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Good Lord. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, and Bobby Heenan.
Oh, close. All right, Percy. I'll give you a little bit more time for this.
We're so bad at this, Percy.
No, I am. You're way better.
I haven't answered a question in like 10 rounds.
Oh, you got Percy. 3 seconds.
Triple H, Shawn, don't know.
Give me 2 more, man. 3 seconds. Just throw names out there, man. Shawn Michaels, Kevin.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
That's right. You don't get penalized for wrong answers though. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Randy Orton, Goldberg, Chris Jericho, Triple H. That was the Elimination Chamber match in 2003. All right, Percy. What teams competed in the WWE Tag Team Championship match at SummerSlam 2000?
Tag teams competed SummerSlam 2000.
3 seconds. Time's up. All right. All right. Go ahead, Bobby.
The Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Are we looking for a third team? Was it a three?
The entire match. Is that your final answer?
Okay. So Hardy's, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys.
That is correct.
Oh my God.
Yes. All right. Percy.
This isn't fair.
Which giant did Triple H successfully defend the WWE Championship? Now, don't read too much into that when I said giant. Which giant did Triple H successfully defend the WWE Championship against at SummerSlam 2008?
2008.
3 seconds. 2.
Oh no!
All right, Bobby.
What you got?
Giant Gonzalez.
The answer is the Great Khali.
Okay.
All right, Bobby. Last one for the 2000s. This World Heavyweight Championship match main evented SummerSlam 2001.
2001. Would that have been Mick Foley versus Steve Austin?
That is incorrect. This is 2 points for you, Percy.
Can you repeat?
Nope.
Repeat the question.
Repeat steals. 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Oh
man. Booker T versus The Rock. Booker T versus The Rock. All right, going into the 2010s. Let's see. We had. Let's see. Percy deferred. So Bobby, Percy, Bobby, Percy. This is for you. This person cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam 2013 to become WWE champion.
2013.
3 seconds. 1. Oh. Just throw names out there, man.
You don't have a second leg. I said
you don't get penalized for wrong answers. All right, go ahead, Bobby. Who you got? The steal.
Seth freaking Rollins?
That is incorrect. He was nowhere near the title hunt in 2013. That was Randy Orton, his heel turn, the beginning of the Authority. Yes, indeed. All right, Bobby. This person cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam 2011 to become the undisputed WWE champion.
Edge.
Thank you for guessing.
Or shoot.
Jericho.
I appreciate y'all guessing. The answer is Alberto Del Rio.
What's he up to these days?
Those ghettos.
I've interviewed him a couple times in the past.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's doing all right, man.
He's still wrestling, or is he
he's doing good, man. In Mexico.
I thought he'd get into God knows what.
Yeah, well, he had his own MMA. He had his own MMA promotion.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combate Americas or something like that. Okay. I don't think he's a part of that anymore, though.
Good, solid dude, man.
Indeed. Percy, this person, here we go. You ready? This person, Percy, was in 7 of the 10 SummerSlam main events between 2010 and 2019.
John Cena.
That is incorrect. Fish for the steal.
Triple H.
1. Nope. Brock Lesnar. 7 main events out of that decade.
Yeah. He's been the king of SummerSlam. Right?
He is.
They were saying that.
Yes, indeed.
Raw.
All right, Bobby. Who did Daniel Bryan defeat to become WWE champion at the 2013 SummerSlam pay-per-view?
Triple H.
That's incorrect. Percy for the steal. Can he do it?
Dang it. I feel like Randy Orton.
Oh, man. He defeated John Cena.
Oh.
Beat John Cena. Triple H was the referee. He wins. Randy Orton comes out with his briefcase.
Yes.
Triple H turns Daniel Bryan around. Bam. Hits him with the pedigree. And Randy Orton becomes WWE champion. Indeed. All right. This is for who do I give that to? Bobby first. He just tried to steal that. Wasn't it
I think
let me see. You said I think I gave that to you, Percy. And then
I think I went first last round.
All right, here we go. Bobby, these two participants were in the Ring of Fire match in the 2013 SummerSlam pay-per-view.
Kane and Firebreaker Chip.
Yes. All right, Percy.
Kane and Taker.
That's incorrect. Kane and Bray Wyatt. That was Bray Wyatt's debut. Yes, that was Backyard's Bray debut.
Do you know what Firebreaker Chip's up to?
I don't. I like interviewing like just random names from the past, and I end up becoming like really good friends with them. Like I'm really good friends with like Black Bart. Me and him are really close.
Hell yeah.
I'm really good friends with Greg Gagne. Me and Bill Dundee are really close. So
nice.
it's like,
Firebreaker Chip, give us a call.
Yeah, I gotta get Firebreaker Chip on the show. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You got any wrestlers as clients?
As clients, I couldn't tell you because of confidentiality.
Yes.
If you were great.
But I could tell you if I had wrestlers as clients. I just couldn't tell you who the wrestlers are.
Gotcha.
No, I don't actually. No.
You want one?
Sure. Like legit, I've actually thought about. My wife and I actually talked about this today. Like, I was asked by my wife, and I've been asked by people before because I've written for Sports Illustrated, Fox Sports. Would I ever work for WWE? And I wouldn't, because I've been offered 2 independent contracts when I was younger to wrestle, and now I definitely would not want to wrestle for the WWE or work in a full-time role because I'm a therapist and a college professor and a podcaster. So, and my wife and kids are doing well, and it's not as grueling as WWE. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't do that. But I would though be a at-home therapist, like on retainer. If Vince wanted me to do it, I would do that for sure.
Sure.
Make it happen, Bobby. Make it
yes, make it happen. Vince.
I don't think I'm the guy to make anything happen.
Make it happen. I know y'all got some cool. All right, let's go. Percy, I think, right? Let's see. 2010 SummerSlam main events was a 7-on-7 tag match pitting Team WWE versus Team who?
Team WWE versus Team. Shoot.
Two.
WCW.
Thank you for throwing something out there. That's incorrect. All right. I think Bobby might know this one. You got a steal?
So. Team Nexus.
That is correct. Team Nexus. Yes, indeed.
Was that 2010? You said?
That was 2010. Yes.
Man, that's just been around for a minute.
All right, last decade, 2020s. All right, here we go. Bobby. This person made his WWE return during the Fiend versus Braun Strowman match at SummerSlam 2020.
His return was Doink.
Oh, good question. I mean, good
You
guess.
got to offer up something.
Yes, you got it. Firebreaker Chip, Doink. I love them. I love the answers.
Yeah, that's a sign of a true wrestling fan.
Yes, indeed.
Obscurity.
Steel?
I'm gonna go with Foley on that one.
Foley. No. That was 2020. Foley wasn't anywhere around. Roman Reigns. He made his return. That was his commencement of his heel turn. So, all right. Here you go. Liv Morgan. Each one of these are okay. Each one of these are 5 points apiece. Okay, let's make this.
Oh, you're in trouble now, Fish. That's it.
All right, here we go. Here you go, Percy. Liv Morgan retained her SmackDown Women's Championship versus who at SummerSlam 2022?
Becky Lynch.
10-point steal. No, we're not going to double the steal.
Like Jesus,
it's still 2 points. Got anything,
okay.
Fish?
Raquel Gonzalez.
That's incorrect. The answer is Ronda Rousey.
Okay. Yep.
All right, Fish. Roman Reigns defeated who to retain the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam 2022?
He defeated Sami Zayn.
No, he did. For the steal.
Brock Lesnar.
That is correct. He got it, lady. And you got 2 points for the steal. And it's your turn, too.
And it's my turn.
Oh, we got some momentum here.
This could be a swing right here.
Uh-oh. All right. Here we go, Percy. Damage Control faction. The Damage Control faction debuted at the 2022 SummerSlam following which match?
That's
a tough
one.
5-pointer.
Shoot.
3 seconds.
The Usos and Sammy and Kevin.
Time's up. No. Who you got, Fish?
I'm gonna say Io, Sky, and Liv Morgan.
That is correct. Incorrect. Io Sky was actually a part of the Damage Control faction who debuted.
Yeah.
You can't say you can't say the answers in the chat. You can't say the answers in the chat.
Yeah, come on, you cheaters.
It is
show off. Like, I know my wrestling.
You can't say the answers in the chat. It is Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch.
Oh.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Her favorite is Bianca too.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Just know this.
Way too talented, dude.
Yes, indeed.
Way too talented.
Super.
All right. Fish, Asuka defeated who to win the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam 2020?
Was it Becky Lynch?
You got Percy.
Flair.
Incorrect.
My second.
Sasha Banks. This is the last question.
Okay.
And it is currently 7-2.
Okay.
So,
get this
Percy, if you
I need to
get
get this
this right,
But tie it up.
you tied the game. What a
Tie it
comeback.
up. I was saving it all for the end. I wanted to make it,
Yes, you're
entertaining.
just like a
Dramatic.
true
You're a
sports
storyteller.
player. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
You
indeed.
know what? Down to the wire, dude.
Here we go.
Mhm.
Goldberg lost to who at the 2021 Survivor Series pay-per-view?
Ugh.
3 seconds.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
I know.
fish for the steal.
The Miz.
Incorrect.
Was
I
it?
don't know.
The answer is Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
Referee.
I don't remember that. I don't
Yes,
remember
Bobby
that.
Lashley.
I don't remember
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the final tally, here we go. Who won? Who lost? What is the final tally? Bobby Fish 7 and Percy Watson 2.
I demand a recount.
Congratulations. You can get a recount.
Get
That
the
was-
ballot boxes.
Indeed. The ballot boxes, throw them out. It's election season, anyways.
It's rigged.
By the way, my comment about the championships before was all BS. I love nothing more than winning.
Yes,
I've
of course.
beaten you, Percy. I
course.
beat you.
I'll see you again.
Yes,
Hopefully
indeed.
you sleep over this because
Nice.
I'm the champion.
Yes, please let the world know on your socials how much you won and how much. Hope you enjoyed yourself, fellas. Any upcoming
I'm gonna
dates to come
make
up?
a belt.
Called
Very
DDP. I need
nice.
some yoga after this.
A belt.
Now you've got EC3, Bobby Fish, next month.
Yes.
If you're up to
Right.
it, 2 winners.
Let's schedule it up. Okay.
That should be fun.
Would that be DDP yoga you'll be doing, Percy?
Yes, because I'm gonna need it to get all the stress off of me. For the night.
Any upcoming dates for either one of you? Anything to
Upcoming
promote?
dates?
Anything
I
to
can't, I'm
promote?
married.
Ah, very nice. Very nice.
Sorry, I'm full of dad jokes. It's really none of them are actually
Hey, nothing
funny.
wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
they're so cringy that you kind of smirk a little.
Yeah, kind of smirk because it's like one of those like what they call it a Duchenne smile, a Duchenne mustache smile, and it's like a smile. It's like it's another psychology thing. It's like they call it like when people. It's a genuine smile. It's a cool thing about body language. It's a cool thing. Like it's a genuine smile once you have like crow's feet, and when your eyes are into a smile, like hey, that was good.
Right.
But the Duchenne mustache smile. The Duchenne smile is just kind of like there's no eye. Yeah, so that you
looking for that.
yeah you can tell when someone is not smiling genuinely when because of the Duchenne method. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
I made such a mistake being an English major. I got great, so I got good grammar. People don't care.
Yeah, but people do care if you're smiling and you're like, hey, how's it going? Like, oh, that's not real. Come on.
Yeah. You go on the internet, you see how poor people's grammar is, and they use the wrong there. And
Oh gosh, there, and there.
Yeah.
It's all shorthand. They know you. They don't care. They figure as long as you can interpret it and get the gist, that's pretty much enough.
Everything is.
What is this thing in texting now where you don't capitalize the I?
Oh,
I've seen a bill paying adults
that's
text
horrible
with me, and the I is repeatedly not capitalized.
No.
I don't know. That's just a different level of laziness.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah.
You got any upcoming dates, Bobby Fish?
I do. I am gonna be in I believe it's Hickory, North Carolina on August 19th for Apple City Wrestling. I will be in Orlando, Florida on August 27th for Atomic Legacy Wrestling. And on August 31st, I will be leading a DDP yoga class at the House of Champions in Wrestling Academy in Orlando, Florida.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Good stuff.
I
All right,
will
ladies
be
and gentlemen.
attendance for that yoga class, being that I'll still be stressed over the event
Yes.
for tonight.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
do also, if I may have a moment to
Yes.
plug my podcast.
Please do.
It's the Undisputed Podcast with Bobby Fish. We drop on Wednesdays, video version exclusively on the Premier Network, and the audio wherever you can get wherever you normally get your podcasts.
Very nice.
And BobbyFishApparel.com for your good school clothes.
Nice.
Head on over.
Fantastic. Watch out for those Duchesne smiles. Bobby Fish, Percy Watson. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Versus Episode 2. Have a good night, everybody. Solo.
Adios.